Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Friday, May the 10th. We once again got two games on Friday night. We got Game 3 of the Pacers and Knicks series, and then we got Game 3 of the Nuggets and Timberwolves series. So a two-game slate. I got two early player props that I do like for these two games. We're going to talk about a prop that I like from each game. So before we talk through these two plays, guys, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet, and if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, sign up and use that promo code NOAH, linked down below in the description. When you sign up with that promo code, you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. And we do also have a partnership with Sleeper. You guys can check out Sleeper, linked down below in the description, or again, just use that promo code NOAH over on Sleeper. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $500. Now, Sleeper, they are a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks, really simple, easy to use. You're just picking over or under, more or less on player projections. You build out an entry. You're able to make up to an 8-pick entry on Sleeper. You're able to win up to 100x your money. Sleeper allows you to mix and match sports. They do discounts all throughout the week. They'll give out discounts on, whatever, points props for NBA. Sometimes they'll do discounts for MLB for like strikeout props. Sometimes they'll do discounts for NHL. They also do give out free squares to all new users. So if you don't have an account on Sleeper, when you sign up, use that code NOAH. You'll get a free square added to your account, a free pick that you can use towards any entry. So big incentive to sign up for Sleeper right now, guys. And if you don't have an account over there, use that promo code NOAH and get your first deposit matched up to $500. But we're going to talk about the two picks that I'm liking for Friday. Now, I do want to recap the plays that we gave out in Thursday's video before we talk through today's plays. So Thursday was once again really good day, man. Hit both of our plays fairly easily. Peyton Pritchard, more than 10.5 points plus assists. I think cashed late in the third quarter or like middle of the third quarter. Pritchard had a really good game. I think he finished with 13 points and 4 assists. So it really wasn't much of a sweat at all. And then we took P.J. Washington, more than 10.5 points. P.J. Washington hit that line in the first quarter. He came out red hot, was knocking down a bunch of shots. At the time I'm recording this video, it's like halfway through the second quarter, and I think he has like 19 points halfway through the second quarter. So P.J. Washington having a huge game Thursday night. We obviously love to see that. Hit both the plays very easily. Hopefully you guys tailed and made some money. We've been doing really well with these YouTube plays lately. I think we've hit our last 7 picks. So I think this whole week, like Monday through Thursday, we've hit like all of our picks. Monday, I want to say one of the picks we gave out didn't play, but other than that, it's been a perfect record so far. I don't want to jinx anything, but we've been doing really well this week. Hopefully you guys have been tailing and making some money. Let's try and close out the work week with another win here for Friday. Now, I do want to say, guys, that I will be gone on a family trip this weekend, so I won't have any videos up this weekend, but I'll be back on Monday. We'll be back talking through props for Monday, but Saturday and Sunday, unfortunately, won't be able to make any videos, but I did want to make a video for this Friday slate. So let's talk through the props I'm liking for Friday, and the first prop I'm liking, looking at the Pacers and Knicks game, we're going to look at a points prop here. We're going to talk about Pascal Siakam at 20.5 points, and I like the over here, more than 20.5 points for Pascal Siakam, and let's talk through why I like this prop. And you're probably wondering why I like this prop, because if you look at Siakam's last 5 games, it doesn't look pretty. He has been struggling lately. He's gone under this line in all of his last 5 games. He's actually gone under this line in all of his last 6 games. He had 2 big games to start the playoffs. Game 1 against the Bucks, he had 36 points. Game 2 against the Bucks, he had 37 points. And really ever since that, he's kind of cooled off. 17 points, 13, 12, 19, 19, and 14. In this series, he's not been great. Only had 19 points game 1, 14 points last game. The reason I like Siakam to go over this line, I think there's a big injury that affects Siakam here, and that's OG Anunoby being out for the Knicks. OG Anunoby was guarding Siakam in this series, and OG Anunoby is an elite defender. He's one of the best defenders in the league. Without OG Anunoby, I'm assuming it's going to be Josh Hart who guards Siakam here. And Josh Hart, by no means, he's not a bad defender, but he's nowhere near the same caliber of defender that OG is. So this matchup should get a lot better for Siakam with OG Anunoby out. And if you look, when OG Anunoby went out last game, so OG got injured. I want to say, he got injured about halfway through the third quarter. He got injured with about 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter, subbed out. If you look at what Siakam did after that, so Siakam checked in with about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. This was after OG got injured. So without OG on the floor, Siakam checked in, missed a 3, missed a 2, so he shot 0 for 2. And then in the fourth quarter, he missed a 2, made a 2, made a 2. So he shot 2 for 5. Then he missed a 3, missed a 2. So he shot 2 for 7 in the minutes without OG. He missed a couple free throws as well. But the volume and the opportunity was there. And I think without OG, it's going to be a lot easier for Siakam to kind of get to his spots, get the shots that he wants. It's going to just come down to whether he makes his shots or not. But I think OG not harassing him on the defensive end is going to make this matchup so much easier for Siakam. And Siakam, although he's not been scoring a ton lately, he has still had a fairly good role. His usage rate has still been pretty decent so far in the playoffs. He's second on the team in usage. He's got a 23.7% usage rate, which is second behind TJ McConnell, who's actually led the team in usage so far in the postseason. But if you look at his game log, and if you look at these games where he's gone under this points prop, he's still taken 17, 14, 12, 15, 16, and 18 shots. So the 2 games in this series, he shot the ball 16 and 18 times. So it's not like he's just standing around and not shooting the ball. He is still being aggressive offensively. The volume is still there. It's just that he just hasn't really been shooting the ball that well. I think without OG here, this is a really big boost for Siakam. I like Siakam to have kind of a bounce back game in this spot. I could definitely see him going for 25, 30 points here. I can't parlay, or I can't do all bets, or at least on Prizepicks right now you can't. But I'll be interested to see where they have Siakam's demon line set at, because I think this could be a big kind of get right spot for Siakam. I like him to have a really good game here. I think OG being out is a big boost for Siakam. I know the books probably have adjusted for that. I think if OG was playing, Siakam's points prop would probably be 18.5 or 19.5. So they obviously have adjusted with OG being out, but they might have not adjusted enough, because I think OG being out is a big boost for Siakam. We know the minutes are going to be there. The matchups should be a lot better here. And the Knicks defensively this season, they've actually been a lot worse without OG and without Mitchell Robinson. You're pretty much taking the 2 best defenders off this team, Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby. So I like this matchup a lot for Siakam. I think the Knicks defense is going to struggle without OG, without Mitchell Robinson. And I like Siakam to go over this points prop. And I was looking at some sportsbook odds. Most sportsbooks I look at, Pinnacle, DraftKings, they're favoring the over on this points prop for Siakam. Even though he hasn't hit this line in 6 straight games, Juice is favoring the over here. So I like this play as our first prop for tonight. Pascal Siakam, more than 20.5 points. And then the other prop that I like, looking at the next game, Timberwolves and Nuggets, we're going to talk about an assist prop, and I'm liking Kyle Anderson less than 2.5 assists. And let's talk through why I like this prop on Kyle Anderson. So last game, Kyle Anderson did have 8 assists, but that doesn't mean anything, because he did start last game without Rudy Gobert. Well, with Rudy Gobert back tonight, Kyle Anderson's going to move back to the bench. And if you look at Kyle Anderson's role so far in the playoffs, he has not had a very good role. In the games he has come off the bench, he has only played 5, 8, 17, and 12 minutes. Last game he played 26 minutes, but that was just because Gobert was out and he drew the start. Obviously they had to fill 35 minutes without Gobert, and Kyle Anderson was the guy that got a lot of those minutes without Gobert. Well, now with Gobert back, I think we're going to see Kyle Anderson go back to playing 12 to 15 minutes. And before last game, he had gone under this assist prop in every game in the playoffs. He had 0, 2, 2, 1, and then obviously had the 8 assists last game. But if you look so far in the postseason, he's only averaged, so far in the playoffs, Kyle Anderson's only averaged 2.4 potential assists per game. Last game, he actually ran pretty good because he only had 7 potential assists last game. He got some favorable scorekeeping to even finish with 8 assists. He ran really hot on assists last game. So far in the playoffs, most of the ball handling has been done by Anthony Edwards and Mike Conley. So far in the postseason, Edwards averaging 10.7 potential assists per game, Mike Conley 8.8. Next highest guy is NAW, who's averaging only 3.7 potential assists per game. So there's a good chance Kyle Anderson's only going to have 3-4 potential assists here, and we just got to hope that not every single one of his potential assists get converted like they did last game. I'm expecting a big minutes cut here for Kyle Anderson. Prior to last game, he was not really playing that well. His minutes were not that great. I think the minutes are going to go back down now that Rudy Gobert is back. And if you look at this Timberwolves team, you can pretty much pencil in Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels. Those 4 guys are all going to play 35 plus minutes, if barring foul trouble or a blowout. Mike Conley might not play that many minutes. Like Mike Conley might only play like 30 minutes. But there's really nobody you're not really concerned about Kyle Anderson taking any minutes away from somebody. Like the reason Kyle Anderson would play more minutes than expected would be if somebody got in foul trouble. Like if Karl Anthony Towns got in foul trouble, then maybe Kyle Anderson would get some additional minutes. But if that doesn't happen, I'm expecting like 10 to 15 minutes from Kyle Anderson here. And if he plays 10 to 15 minutes, I think we got a pretty good chance of him not getting 3 assists. So I like the under or less than 2.5 assists here for Kyle Anderson. And looking at some sportsbook odds, DraftKings, Pinnacle, they both have this prop favored towards the under. I think on Pinnacle, it's like minus 130 or minus 127 right now. I think DraftKings had this line around minus 130. So I like that as our second prop for tonight. Kyle Anderson, less than 2.5 assists. So that's what we're going to be rolling with, guys, as our 2 props for Friday night. Pascal Siakam, more than 20.5 points, and Kyle Anderson, less than 2.5 assists. If you guys are going to tail, once again, hopefully we can hit both these plays. We've been on a roll lately, been doing really well this week with our plays we've been giving out on YouTube. Hopefully you guys have been tailing and making some money. Let's try and end the week with another win here. Like I said, guys, at the beginning of the video, going to be gone this weekend, going on a family trip, but I will be back for Monday's slate. So, don't worry. It's only going to be like a couple days with no videos, but I won't be able to make any content this weekend. Be back on Monday, and we'll talk through props that I like for the games on Monday. But as always, appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, guys, if you don't have an account on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up for Prizepicks. Get your first deposit matched up to $100. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks as always for watching. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys in the next video.